Hello guys and welcome back to Excelsior Academy. So today we are going to do the third lecture as from the water as part of the Lehninger summary series. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about how water is interacting electrostatically with the charged solutes. So in this, we already know that the water is a polar solvent and it readily dissolves most of the biomolecules. Now why? Because these biomolecules have got the hydroxyl group and the hydroxyl group can form the hydrogen bonds with the water. So in contrast, non-polar solvents such as chloroform and benzene, they are poor solvents for the polar biomolecules, but easily dissolve those that are hydrophobic non-polar molecules such as lipids and waxes. तो यानी कि जब lipids and waxes होगा तो आप benzene, chloroform easily use कर सकते हो, but there you cannot use water. So these are the examples of polar, non-polar and amphipathic molecules. So as you can see in the case of the polar molecules, everywhere you can see that either it has got the hydroxy group or amine group or the carboxyl group. And all these three groups can form the hydrogen bonds with the water molecules. Whereas in the case of the non-polar, it doesn't have. Even though it has got only one polar group, but still it is not sufficient to dissolve the entire wax in the water. Okay, because the energy required to dissolve the entire molecule and the energy taken by the molecule to make the hydrogen bonds it's not matching. ठीक है, डिसॉल्व करने के लिए बहुत ज्यादा एनर्जी चाहिए, जबकि हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड बनने के बाद उतनी एनर्जी नहीं प्रोवाइड कर पा रहे सिस्टम को. दैट्स व्हाई द एंटायर मॉलिक्यूल कैन नॉट बी डिसॉल्व इनसाइड द वाटर. And then we have got the amphipathic molecule, for example phenylalanine जो हो गया आपका aromatic, one of the aromatic amino acids. Then phosphatidylcholines, these are present on the plasma membrane. We have discussed in the previous lectures about the phosphatidylcholine, serine, inositol, etc. Right? So here you can see that it has got both the polar group as well as the non-polar group. ना हाउ एग्जैक्टली इफ सपोज हम कहते हैं कि हाँ नमक और चीनी बहुत जल्दी ही पानी में घुल जाते हैं, तो एक्चुअल में क्या हो रहा होता है? सो इफ यू सी इन द फिगर, you see that in the figure if you see that these are actually forming a very good structures over here. So ये NaCl का structure है. So each minus is the chlorine atom और छोटा वाला जो हो गया आपका Na plus हो गया. ठीक है, so this is how the NaCl crystal looks like. Now once you put inside the water, what happens is that the crystal actually जो रहता है वो dissolve होना शुरू हो जाता है. क्यों? Because Cl minus is getting interacted with the H plus. Wherever water molecule is there, the H is actually making interactions, electrostatic interactions with the Cl minus. Whereas in the case of Na plus, since it is positively charged, so you will have got oxygen oriented towards the Na plus. So H plus इस तरफ होगा, O minus इस तरफ होगा. So this is how the hydration of Na plus looks like, and this is the hydration of the Cl minus. ठीक है? So this is how. So when all the Na plus and Cl minus are actually hydrated with the help of the hydrogen bonds formed between these two, sorry, the electrostatic interaction between these two, it actually dissolves the entire NaCl into the water. Okay, so the ionic charges are partially neutralized and the electrostatic attractions necessary for lattice formations are weakened because of the water. Now, water also readily dissolves other charged biomolecules, including compounds which has got the functional groups like carboxylic acid, amines or phosphate esters, etc. So it replaces the solute-solute hydrogen bonds, linking these biomolecules each other with solute water hydrogen bonds. Okay? And screening the electrostatic interaction between the solute molecules. For example, just now we have seen as in the case of the NaCl getting dissolved in the water. So वहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Solute-solute interactions की जगह हो रहा है आपका water-solute interaction. So water is effective in screening the electrostatic interactions between dissolved ions because it has the high dielectric constant, a physical property that reflects the number of dipoles in a solvent. So guys, यहाँ पे एक question जो अभी मुझे भी याद आया, that we have asked about the what do you understand by the dielectric constant of water. So this is your another assignment from this lecture. So you need to write a small short notes and you have to find out about the dielectric constant value for the water. Okay. So the strength or the force of the ionic interactions in solution, it depends on the magnitude of the charges, also between the distance between the charged molecules and the dielectric constant. Okay. So this is given as F is equal to the strength is equal to Q1 Q2, where Q1 Q2 are the magnitude of the charges, where and epsilon is the dielectric constant, where R is the distance between the charges. So this is your formula. Okay. Okay. So for water, the or epsilon is around 78.5, but in few cases they give as 80. थोड़ा calculation easy करने के लिए 80 देते हैं. But see, even though I have given the value over here, but you need to understand like what this term dielectric constant means. ठीक है, आपको definition के साथ example आपको समझाना आना चाहिए. Whereas for the dielectric constant for benzene is 4.6. Thus, ionic interactions between the dissolved ions are much stronger in less polar environments. And the dependence on R2, that is the distance between the charges, so the distance between the charges is such that ionic attractions or the repulsions operate only over short distance. ये बहुत ही nanometer ranges में रहेगा, of course, right? So now let's talk about the entropy, which increases as the crystalline substance dissolve. तो अभी क्या हो रहा है? NaCl अगर आप crystal देखो तो वहां पे entropy कम है, क्यों? Because you have got the ordered structure of Na plus and Cl minus. Now once you put into the water, what is happening? The degree of randomness of Na plus and Cl minus, यानी कि NaCl का बढ़ता जा रहा है. So when there is a decrease, when there is an increase in the degree of randomness, so what does it mean? It is going to increase the entropy of the system. So as a salt such as NaCl dissolves, the Na plus Cl minus leaving the crystal lattice acquire far greater freedom of motion. Okay? So this is what I was talking about, like increasing the degree of randomness. So what will happen? This is resulting in the entropy of the system as the salts are getting dissolved in the water. So in thermodynamic case, if you see this figure, delta H is going to be positive, but it has got small value. Delta S is going to be increased. So overall quantity जो है आपकी delta G की negative हो जाएगी. So जब delta G negative होता है, it is going to be spontaneous. So this is how, this is the same figure you can see when the water as solvent is used. Na plus and Cl minus, like they start leaving the crystal lattice, and you can see that how Cl minus Na plus will leave the crystal lattice ordered arrangement, and they will start getting hydrated by the water molecules. Okay, so yeah, so that's all for today's, guys. I hope you got the point over here, like how water is making the electrostatic interactions with the solid molecules, how it is helping the solid molecules to dissolve. So what kind of interaction is taking place? The best example रहेगा हमेशा NaCl के बारे में लेना. Guys, if suppose instead of NaCl, if suppose they have given as question like how do you explain the dissolving of sugar inside the water, then you have to talk about that sugar has got the hydroxy group, OH group, right? That OH group will make the hydrogen bonds with the water, and that's how it is helping in the dissolving of sugar. And वहां पे भी सेम शुगर का जो क्रिस्टल लैटिस फॉर्मेशन है वहां पे भी वो डिक्रीज होगा एज सुन एज द वाटर इज एडेड. वहां पे भी द डिग्री ऑफ रैंडमनेस इंक्रीज होगा, एंट्रोपी इंक्रीज होगा, एंड डेल्टा जी विल बिकम नेगेटिव. Hence, dissolving sugar is also actually a spontaneous process, right? So that's all for today, guys. Thank you for listening. Let me know through your comments the answer and the feedback. Take care.